He was the Empire's most wanted fugitive. She wore the crown of the Empire, sworn to hunt him. And tonight they would meet again, not in a court, but in a trap set by fate itself. The moon hung low over the scorched valley of Artican, casting a silver glow across the ruins of what was once the Empire's outer watchtower. A wolf howled in the distance. Atop a ridge, a cloaked figure watched from horseback, his breath steady, his eyes locked on the distant fortress that now bore a new flag once soaked in blood and betrayal. His name was Ashar Zayden, a name the Empire had erased from its scrolls. Years ago, he was celebrated as the youngest commander to ever win the Silver Crescent Medal. Today, he was labeled a ghost, a deserter, a myth whispered among rebels and feared by the royal guard. But Ashar hadn't disappeared. He was preparing inside. The fortress of Artican, now repurposed as a garrison, the scent of steel and ash clung to every corridor. In the eastern tower, Empress Layla Asmara stood alone, overlooking the broken plains from her chamber window. Her hands wrapped in ivory. Lace held a letter with no seal. It simply read, "He rides at dusk." Her pulse didn't quicken. She didn't flinch. Instead, she smiled softly, briefly before folding the letter and tucking it into the sash around her waist. They had history. But what they shared could never be spoken of aloud. Layla was no ordinary ruler. She had inherited her mother's blade before she turned 15, and by 17 she had slain the warlord of Zareen in single combat. Her people respected her. Her enemies feared her. But her heart had been a battlefield since the night she let Ashar go free. Back then, she could have ended him with a single command. But something about him, his silence, his scars, his stubborn refusal to kneel, made her hesitate. That hesitation now echoed across years, stretching into a tangled knot of regret and curiosity.